guys. So I asked my friends that know I'm gay how they felt when I first told them, and now that they've known for a while, what their initial reactions were and or questions that they might have had that I might not have answered or never talked to them about. So I wrote down what they asked, and I plan on answering them as best as I can without going on and on forever. So the first question was, when did you know you were gay? It's actually covered in one of my other videos, but when I was 13, actually, is when I discovered or figured out I was gay. A couple of my friends and I, there was three of us, we went down to a church camp on the eastern side of Nebraska, and we went down there for a week. That first night we were there, we actually was like messing around, like we're 14, 13, 14, whatever, and just joking around, making crap up about each other, us four girls, and they started like saying stuff, jokingly of course, about me being gay, and I didn't really know at that point, like, how stigmatized it was to be gay, but I was just like, no, that's not me, it's not me, and actually by the end of that week, there was this one girl, there's a dance at the end of the night, or at the end of the week, and there was this girl, and she was dancing with this guy that I just got really close with her, and I got extremely jealous, just beyond the point of friendship, and I knew something was different, but I wasn't really sure what it was. So because my friends had been talking about it, I was just confused, and I was like, this can't be real. And so I went home and I started thinking about it and everything, and the next question that actually came up was, how did you come to that conclusion that you're gay? So because of that girl, I went home after that week-long trip and after that night at the dance, and I was trying to make excuses and trying to justify to myself that there's no way I can't be gay. Like, I wasn't raised like this, and I thought it was a choice. I was like, this is so stupid. Why would anyone do this? And I was like, despite the fact that I had denied that I was gay, I did it for like 6 months. The reasoning behind it was because I didn't want to disappoint my family. I didn't want to lose my friends and family because of coming out, and I was just scared. I didn't know what it meant, and I just knew the world was a harsh place, and being gay was never going to be easy, so I didn't think it could be me. Actually, when I first started denying it, I was like, this is so wrong. Everything I was feeling just felt wrong, and I felt like I was letting so many different people down. So there's those two questions anyways.
Okay, so the next question was, does your whole family know? Yes, they do, for the most part. Actually, in October of 2014, I finally took what I feel was the final step to coming out. I went on Facebook because my girlfriend at the time was getting ready to move, and I wanted support. So I went on Facebook and said, hey, my girlfriend is moving, it's going to be really tough. We haven't been apart for the last year, spent nights together, everything like that. And so I went online and just said that I was going to miss her and that I needed the support from everyone. I was probably going to go see her a lot, so I'm in town, that's where I would be and everything. And I confessed my love to her on Facebook, and so the family of mine that didn't know found out that way. And then, like, my parents, I guess, they knew since 2011, and I told my sister before I told them, which did not work out very well for me, actually. She told me she wasn't going to support me and that I was wrong. So it was really tough for me. I didn't really know what to do about that, and so my parents actually asked me about it the day after I broke up with my first girlfriend, and the final step that I considered for myself was coming out to my parents and telling them everything, which I didn't do until last week. Actually, I over New Year's, I wrote them a 15-page letter, actually, that explained everything from day one, from when I first read it out. The girls that I fell for and how I felt toward the reactions people gave me, to how worried I was to tell them, and like the rules that I got at home, which was really tough for me actually, and we're actually still dealing with that. I finally told them last week to read it. My mom was actually out of town, and I told my dad, hey, there's this letter I want you to read, and I'll have mom read it when she gets home. I don't live at home anymore. I'm actually 2.5 hours away from my home, so being away made that a little bit easier, but still trying to find the time and the right place for them to read it was tough, and like I said, we're still dealing with that. So there's that. So the next question is, do you ever wish you weren't a lesbian? And I used to. I used to think, life would be so much easier if I could just like guys and fall in love with a guy and, eventually start a family. Obviously I'm only 21, but starting a family, and it'd be easier to explain to my parents, like, hey, this is the person I'm with, or, I'm crushing on this guy. But now I really embrace it. Like, it's me, it's who I am, and I'm not saying it defines me, but it's obviously a pretty big part of who I am. Do you think your life would ever be easier if you were straight? And that kind of goes with this other question. I don't think it would be easier. I know it would, because I wouldn't have pulled away from my family so much, and like I said, we just kind of started that process of getting back to being a family because of me. I'm not saying that my family was torn apart or anything, but it'd be easier to talk. I could open up about who I am with, or how I feel about someone. Obviously this girl. But I know it would. It would. It's not like I woke up one day and I was like, oh, hey, I'm 13, I'm gonna be gay now, just to piss everyone off. Just because it took me 13 years to realize it doesn't mean it is a choice. So I definitely do think that it would be easier. The next one was, if God came to you and said, I'm giving you the opportunity to be straight, would you take it? And when I saw that question, I was kind of worried. Like, I don't usually breach the God subject just because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying I don't have a belief or anything, but that's not for this. I think 3 years ago, I probably would have. I would have jumped at the chance to take that opportunity, or however you see it, to be straight. Because I do think, obviously, life would be easier if I was. And now, I don't think it would be worth it. I've taken so much crap and heartache and pain and whatever else to get to where I'm at, that I know it wouldn't be worth it. Like, even if he said, hey, I'm giving you this opportunity, but if it doesn't work out, you're starting over, then I definitely wouldn't take it. And I'm not saying I would take it now anyways, but I don't want to take any steps backwards. I fought this battle. I've conquered this battle, and taken so many positive steps and so much forward progress to get to where I'm at, that I wouldn't go back. I don't think anything would make me want to go back. I am very okay with being attracted to girls and being with girls. It doesn't freak me out. Actually, being with a guy freaks me out a lot more than being with a girl. So I have 2 more questions right now, and one is actually a really long process, which is actually going to go to the videos over here. There's a lot of them because it was a 7-year process. So that question is, what is the process like? So short rundown version, if you don't want to watch those videos, because they're like 14 minutes long each or so, 7 years of my life, okay, sorry, they're kind of long. The process is hard. It's figuring out who you are in the most complicated way, I think, at least for me. I was also dealing with a lot of other stuff family stuff at the same time, and being able to talk about who I was and how I was feeling wasn't easy at all. So I pretty much held it into myself, and I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to explain or ask questions or try to fight with anyone about who I was. So the process is long and hard. Someone says it's easy, then good for them. I've never heard that. I mean, I've heard stories from other people who parents just aren't accepting, and you know, like, I'm not saying a parent needs to be accepting, but they need to at least understand or try to understand, and then eventually the accepting will come. But the process it's really difficult, and it starts with you. You have to accept it yourself, because if you're trying to deny it, it's never going to be easy, and if you try to fight it, you're just going to be unhappy. So if you need advice on anything, go ahead and comment, and I will definitely try to help you out. Everyone's story is different, and every length of the process is different, and you just gotta take it step by step and see where life takes you. So my final question that I have from my friends is, what is your type, or what kind of girls do you go for? Which is probably my favorite question, because it's not quite as deep as the other one. But most of my friends ask this quite a bit, so thanks guys. My type is someone, we'll go physically first, someone who is shorter than I am, and I like an athletic build, which sounds so shallow, but I haven't actually dated my type before, so that'll be a new experience if that one that happens, not if, because dear God, I hope it does. I want someone who's smaller than me, like shorter, just because I like being able to be in control, which I don't mean like, oh my god, 50 Shades of Grey control, that just came out this weekend, but I want to be able to hold her and kiss her standing up. It's kind of like, can I see? Oh my god, you're learning so much. But I want to be able to hold her or carry her around, like piggyback ride, whatever, you know, just be romantic. And usually they're blonde, but the last girl I was with was a brunette, and oh my god, she was super feisty, which was okay with me. Someone who is going to catch my attention is going to, I'm going to first notice her eyes, and then go to the smile. I think those are two big things. Like, if you can't smile and your eyes don't tell a story, then I'm not going to say I'm not interested, but it's going to be a lot harder, I guess. I want someone who I can talk to and hold a conversation with. I don't want it to just drop off. I don't want it to be one-sided or just about one kind of topic. Like, I kind of want it to flow together. But I also want someone who I can just sit down next to and not say anything. Where we can be watching TV or watching a movie or whatever, go on a car ride, an adventure, and it just doesn't matter. I want someone who is definitely truthful. I think that's a big deal. Lying, even to yourself, which I did for quite a while, it just puts a lot of strain on the relationship. I want someone who is spontaneous and adventurous. I like being surprised. And I want someone who can just smile. Like, you have to be able to laugh at yourself, I think. And if you can't laugh at yourself, then if someone does laugh at what you say or what you do, you're just going to take offense to it, and that's really hard to get along with. So I think you have to be able to laugh at yourself. Life has many flaws. Everyone has baggage. So I definitely need someone who can deal with it. Everyone needs support. And I want a girl who can support me in whatever way. that I'm going to be able to support her. I want someone I can trust in whatever, whether it's our relationship or someone else like needs help. I want them to be able to understand that I'm the type of person that's going to help as much as I can. So that was a little bit longer than I meant it to be, but that's my type. So I'm sure if my friends are watching this, they're going to be maybe excited or happy that I've finally like opened up about that. So yeah, those are the questions that I got tonight. If you guys have any questions, I can make a different video later on once I get a few of them and know how to answer them. So yeah, comment below and see what I can do. So yeah, if you guys need anything, tell me what I'm doing. This is my second night doing this, and I'm really excited about it, but it's also a lot more work than I thought it would be. So, talk to you next time.